scary right now. I have no makeup on and I just look frightening. My hair's up. I look like a little boy. A few guys asked me for a brow routine, but I thought it would be fun to show you guys my 4 go-to brow styles because I don't do just one. But yeah, today's video is pretty simple. I'm going to show you guys my 4 go-to brow styles. So if you're curious to see how I do my brows or my 4 favorite go-to brow styles, just keep watching. So these first 2 brows are pretty natural, nothing crazy. Probably the most natural of all of these, but I'm going to show you guys them anyway. So this first brow is like my brushed up kind of just everyday brow. If I'm going out and I gotta kind of run around or have errands to do, this is my go-to brow with like my everyday makeup. Alright, here we are. I'm pretty sure my brow hairs are like falling out. I mean, what are you gonna do? So, I will just take a spoolie, brush my brows up a little bit, and I'll go just like that. Or, if I feel like it, just kind of depends on the day. Again, everyday makeup. I will take some clear brow gel. I have the Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara here and the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Sheer Tint Brow Gel. I have mine in clear. I'll show you guys how this one goes on. They don't get flaky or anything like that. I had a problem with the NYX Brow Tamer Brow Gel. That one got really flaky on me. I'll just go in there and I kind of brush them up, but don't brush them up too much, and that will literally be all I do. Alright, so for brow number 2 is soap brow. I've seen people spray the water directly on the soap, and I've seen people spray a few drops, spray a little bit of water on their actual spoolie. I don't know. I like to do it on my spoolie first, but that's up to you guys. This is just an e.l.f. It says it's a lash and brow on, but it's a spoolie. I just have a little bottle of water here. Oh, I don't want to get this on my camera. So I'm going to spray that a few times. And then I will take my soap, and mine came in like cellophane, so it was just easier for me to put mine in a little plastic bag. I'll just go in here and kind of go in here a few times until it kind of builds up a little bit of product. You don't want too much because then it's just going to be a mess. But it is trial and error. The first time I saw it, I thought it was going to be super easy. And I'm sure it gets easy as you go, but I don't know. It's hard for me to find a good ratio, but once there's a good bit on here, you can just go up. Again, I'm not perfect at this one, but I do like the way my brows turn out when I use soap. So just brush them up and kind of shape them to how you like them. And then once you're happy, you just leave them. I like curled it up. Did you see that? And then something I do, I don't remember, I watched this on one of them. It might have been like an Instagram makeup tutorial. I'm not quite sure, but if you guys know what I'm talking about, please let me know. They take the back of their spoolie and just kind of flatten them out. And then that is brow number 2. So I know that some people will do soap brows and then, I'm way too close to the camera, I look terrible, hold on. Okay, I know some people will do soap brows and then go in with product afterward. I don't feel like that works very well for me. I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know if it's the soap that I have, it never fully dries down enough where like I could go in with a pencil or any kind of product and then it just kind of ends up sloppy, but that just might be my soap, I don't know. Or it might just be me being stupid. But I'm okay with just brushing them with no product anyway, but I know some people aren't. So honestly, I think all these are trial and error. Some of them are going to work for you, some of them aren't. That's why you got to try them. Alright, so my brows are all cleaned up. And these next 2 brows are more my Instagram brows. One of them I do wear out, but this is only like a special occasion, going out to dinner, going out. I'm going to be out for a decent amount of time, and I don't want my eyebrows to like defluff. So for brow number 3, this is the one that usually I do for my Instagram, but I will wear out on occasion if I'm feeling spicy. This is soap brows on steroids. So the next thing that I will use for my brows is this Got To Be Glued spiking gel. This is like a waterproof gel, and it literally lays my hair down like craziness, but it looks so good, and it's what I wish my brows would look like with soap brows, but I think it's just because I don't fully know how to use the soap, which I'm gonna get there, okay, I really am. It does scare me a little bit because sometimes I'm like, what if my eyebrows all fall out, because I'll panic if that happens. You do have to remove it with oil because it's like I said, it's waterproof. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I put hair gel on my brows and make them look good. Alrighty, on to brow number 3. The first thing I do, excuse me, someone is cutting the grass, I'm so sorry. So what I will do is take a teensy bit of this, you don't need a lot. Take a little bit, that's too much, and then just take a spoolie, put some of that in there. I will take this and just brush it into my brows. Kind of press down to flatten them out. Like this is what a lot of people's brows look like with the soap. But I don't know if my brows are too thick or if I'm just not mixing it enough or what I'm doing. But my brows never look like that. And just brush them up until you're happy with them. And then I do put product in these brows because these are the Instagram brows, so I just want to fill in any gaps. And I do get glue a little bit on the sides, but I will just wipe that down pretty quickly, otherwise it will just get really sticky. So I just wipe it down like that. And then kind of fluff it out a little bit. Just make sure you don't get as much product onto your skin. Alright, so I'll be back in like 3 minutes when these are dry and finish them off. I'm back. They're dry, looking good. They're down, you guys. They're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. Which is kind of good. I mean, you know, sometimes you need that, you know? But this is like my favorite brow product of all time because it's just so easy and I like the way it makes my brows look. This is the Ardell Stroke-A-Brow Feathering Pen. Mine is in the color dark brown, which I want to buy. I think it's soft black. I want to buy that one. Sometimes this can look a little too brown and my eyebrow hairs are really dark, but it's literally like a little eyeliner. It's got a really fine point and you can draw each individual hair on. So I like to be quiet for this part because I gotta focus. But yeah, I'm just gonna go in the direction of my hairs, lightly fill in where I feel like I need it, where I have any sparse areas. Yeah. Alright, so I panicked just a little bit and I made up a really big line. I'm the worst, but I don't know. I just kind of go in with my finger and try and blend it as much as possible, which doesn't usually work. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. I do have to conceal a little bit, which I'm not going to do right now because I have to do an Instagram look after this. And I'm going to keep this brow on because why do it again? And it's too early to put my concealer down, but just go in there and clean it up. This one's my favorite. I know I messed it up a little bit, but this one's my favorite. Just to kind of help you guys out, I don't know, you might hate this brow, you might like it, I don't know. But I am going to show you guys how to remove this. All the videos I was watching on people using glue on their eyebrows and stuff like that, no one was showing me how to take it off, and that's like one of my biggest fears. That's why I've never glued down my eyebrows for like a makeup look. I'm just afraid that my eyebrows are never going to come back. So I will show you guys how to remove it safely without like pulling hairs out and stuff like that. That will be at the end of the video if you guys are interested. It's pretty quick, so don't worry. Alright, so that's eyebrow number 3. Alrighty, so for the 4th and final brow, this is kind of my go-to brow. I usually go between like the brow I'm about to do and this one. Just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. So again, super simple. I don't do anything crazy. I don't do like blocked out brows or like the typical Instagram brows. They're just not for me. So the first thing I do is go in with a brown powder. So usually when I use powder in my brows, I will either go in with the MAC Espresso eyeshadow. Ulta Beauty has like little single eyeshadows, but this is in the shade Coffee Bean and they're so similar. So now whenever I run out of this, I don't have to buy a like $23 eyeshadow again. I can buy an $8 one. They're like the same color. So the first thing I do is my brows are pretty much brushed up, but I will brush them up first and then I will take this is like a pretty fat angled brush. I got it in a BoxyCharm. This is just an Aesthetica brush. I don't know. It's a pretty fat angled brush. And load it up a little bit. I don't like too much product on there because then it just looks like too much. And I will just lightly fill in my brows, starting back here and then lightly working my way to the front of my brow. And I will just blend that product out the rest of the way. I will go in again with that pen and just fill in any little sparse areas with the pen, which again, this brow is, I like the shape of this brow better, but this one's fuller. And I'll just lightly fill it in. I will go in with brow gel and brush them up, just make sure that they're all nice and neat. And that's it for the last brow look. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I don't know, it's still very soft, but it is the harshest of all the brow looks, I think. Just because it's more filled in, where the other ones really aren't super filled in, they're just kind of defined more. This is usually my go-to Instagram one. Lately I've been going for this one. Just kind of depends on how much time I have, how I'm feeling, what I want for that look. Yeah. They're all really simple. I don't do anything too crazy with my brows. So what is your favorite brow look on me, guys? Do you like the really plain brows where I just brush them up with a little bit of brow gel? Do you like the soap brows? Do you like these really defined, do you like these really defined kind of Instagram, my version of Instagram brows? Or are you more into the gel, like, or really brushed up, kind of crazy feathery brows? Let me know down below. So to remove this brow, it's really, I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it actually was. I take a little bit of oil. I just use the Bare Minerals cleansing oil. So I'll take a little drop of that, kind of brush it through my brows, which these brows literally don't move, you guys. Like, they don't move. So you just kind of brush it in, kind of loosen that gel up a little bit. Don't go super harsh because you'll pull hair out and you don't want to pull your hair out. I just kind of go in, break up the product, slow, chill. And then once I feel the product kind of slipping off my brows, I will just kind of add a little bit more, make sure everything's off. And then once I feel like I have like majority of it, like 90% of it out, I will go in with a spoolie, kind of brush it back and forth, make sure that there's no product in, and then I'll go wash my face. So it's really simple. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below. Again, let me know what your favorite brow style is, and I will see you guys next week with another video. I love you, and bye!